2, 1. Hey guys, megamatt1254 here again. Welcome back to another live stream. I know it's been a minute, but we are officially back. I'm joined here with my fellow community members, Dan's Reviews and Rowdy.
What's up, boys?
What's up, everyone?
And we are back for Showrunner Community Live number 3. That's right, guys. We are back, and we are revealing some big stuff tonight. We're going to be talking survival, World Gone Mad, Blood Diamond, Humanity, Sorrowful. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff in the community, giving you guys updates, and answering any questions that you guys have about the Showrunner community, the shows within them, all that good stuff. So, we're going to wait about a couple more minutes, just let people join, let it get out there. And we're actually going to be starting off with something a little different here, guys. We're actually going to be doing a World Gone Mad after show. We're going to be discussing the recent Season 2 finale, kind of going over some stuff that happened there. And then we'll go right into Dan's segment right after.
Yep.
All right.
Gonna have a blast.
Gonna have a good time tonight, yep.
So, yeah, everybody settle in and get ready. We have a lot of things to go through tonight.
Exactly. Yep. I'm actually going to send this out to some servers.
I got you on that as well.
Perfect.
So all of you listening, kick back, relax, and enjoy the information we give you, because the community is back and stronger than ever.
And exclusive only to this stream. This is the first you can hear about basically any of this news. So.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this out there.
Send it to the World Gone Mad server.
I'll let you send yours there. I'll send it to Re98 server as well.
Alright.
Sounds good. Yeah, just send it to just send it to self-promotion in this server.
Perfect. Self-promotion.
Alright.
Showrunner Community Official, Discord.
I think we're covered.
Alright, that's all I'll send it to for now.
Alright.
Hey Epic, how you doing, man? Hey Matt, how'd you feel about the GTA Definitive Edition? Yeah, it's a mess.
I've only played San Andreas. I cannot defend it. It's really fucking bad.
Undead Freak 78, welcome to the stream, man.
Welcome, dude. Glad to have you.
Glad to have you here.
Dude, welcome. Yeah, well, Epic, yeah. The trilogy, can't speak for Vice or 3, though I'm assuming they're the same, and I've seen videos of them, but San Andreas, oh god, for frick's sake, it's bad.
Hey, Walker Dead, welcome to the stream, man.
Welcome, Walker Dead.
Welcome, bud.
Alrighty, I say we got enough people here to start discussing now. Now, before we continue into the stream, just a quick heads up here, if you are not caught up in World Gone Mad, we will be discussing spoilers in this after show segment. So if you are not caught up, there is a spoiler warning for you right there. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so right. Season 2 double finale. Yeah, it was nuts. It was freaking insane. I loved it personally, and honestly, it wraps up Season 2 in such a crazy way. Like, it's mind-blowing, Dan. Honestly, you did a great job with it, dude.
Thanks. And, all I can really say, I guess, to start things off is, obviously, ending a season, there's a lot of pressure. Obviously, you gotta, obviously all the stories have to kind of end. So I tried to wrap the season up in the best way possible while also keeping a lot of things up in the air for the third season. But obviously, once again, guys, this is going to be a major spoiler right here. So obviously, I'll just give you that final warning. Well, after the death of, Chris, obviously seeing the end of that character, seeing that character finally fall, we are now introduced to the character that we've all been hearing about for a long, long time, which we now know his name goes by Lindsay. She's the queen. And I would love to ask you guys, I guess, to start off, what did you guys think of her first introduction scene?
I think it's great, personally. I think it's very, something about her, because we get an idea a bit about who she was before from the flashback at the start of 212. It seems like she's involved in some kind of organized crime and maybe even, some kind of role in the government, and she managed to, whatever power she has, it was enough to get Chris out of maximum security prison. So I think whatever that is, it's the huge reason why she has so much influence even in the apocalypse. Like she has some kind of power, and I think seeing her at the end, we can tell like she's very sassy, she's very like brutal, doesn't give a fuck. Something about her personality, it's very engaging. I don't know, she's honestly even in a way she's more intimidating than Chris, and she's so powerful.
I'll say from my end on that question, yeah, frickin', it's crazy seeing the character get revealed after obviously the reveal that Chris is not the leader of the Vipers in 207. And you kind of, you're sitting through 2B, you're kind of wondering, like, okay, when's this character going to appear? When it finally happens, it is very shocking. It's a great moment. The setting of the city is really cool, too. It's a very unique setting. And, yeah, like Rowdy was saying, when she, like, cuts Chris's head off and stuff, it's like, man, it's basically out with the old and with the new, and it's a great way to, like, phase in the new threat.
Well, I can kind of say this about just that scene in terms of, obviously kind of where she stands on it. Obviously, the third season, we're going to jump into a lot more of kind of her mindset. But all I'll say for kind of the ending of this season and wrapping things up, she realizes that there's something out there to get them. She is fully aware of that. But the thing is that she's not the kind of leader to just kind of, run into battle, which is going to be the most unique thing about her character is that she definitely thinks about things more. She definitely kind of, acknowledges what's going on. And, in that scene, I mean, she is very careless. She has something for her collection. But she doesn't really, what she doesn't realize is that there is a force after her, but with the numbers, it really is like, it's crazy how much of a disadvantage Lincoln and the group has. And I'm not going to go into too much else from Lindsay's character because I do want to move on to something else. But I will say her introduction definitely will go very far. And I will say later in the stream tonight, we will find out a little bit more about that character and a bigger plan coming up for her. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, there you guys go.
Yep, I think that's gonna be interesting, and I think one thing about her is, like I said, she's very like she has this power thing, and I think in a way, she's more of a intelligent villain. She's not like Chris. Like Chris was more like all talk, like more like strong, threatening, psychotic. I don't see the Queen being in the same way as Chris. Like I think she's gonna be a brutal person, but I don't see her being, as reckless as Chris. I see her more playing things smart. She's definitely more of a brainsy type person, not a person who's necessarily very, reckless and aggressive like Chris is.
Oh, and I definitely will say before we kind of move on, I will say one last thing about her is that the actress that I used for this, obviously, this is the first time in World Gun Map we're actually using an actress to really try to make the scenes come to life as much as possible. So you guys will be seeing a lot more of that in the third season. But all I'll say for this, I'm using the actress named Rosamund Pike. She's a really phenomenal actress. If you guys have not seen her. And I just, when writing the character, I've written the character for so many years, and finally seeing the character actually come to life, it was just the perfect actress to fit this role. It was everything I could, imagine. This actress, it was a lock the second it crossed my mind. Honestly, this was such an easy choice. And obviously, I'm excited to show you guys what she's going to be doing in the third season. But now I want to get to one of the big parts of this whole thing, and the big question of the season finale here. What did you guys think of the end of Chris and wrapping up, that full story?
I think it was honestly a perfect death. I like how freaking the people like he affected the most, obviously being Lincoln, Dave, and Haley, are like the ones that they all got a shot at him. Lincoln and Haley obviously basically gutted him alive, and then Dave put him down. And I think it's one of Dave's best scenes as he's giving that speech, and like it really kind of like forms his like full-on redemption when he says like, "Oh yeah, you made me turn on an innocent man." Kind of like proving his kind of loyalty to Lincoln. And I think it's a great like end to that redemption arc. And I think overall the death scene is very satisfying. It's great to see like Haley and Lincoln Dave have this big scene together, and I think it's a great way to wrap up this Dave's story for season 2, and I think it's gonna be interesting to where to go in season 3 since now he got what he wanted. Him and Lincoln are on good terms, and he's a good guy now. He's been redeemed, so I'm curious to see what's his role gonna be in 3 now that he's no longer a villain.
Yeah. What I have to say, well, what I could say about that is, yeah, Chris's end is freaking very good, very satisfying ending, because, we know all the stuff this guy does. I'm not gonna go into it here, because it's very heavy stuff, but Chris does some very brutal stuff, and, just seeing him get, killed by Lincoln, Haley, Dave. I just love the teamwork there in the end. They all get a jab at this bastard, and it's honestly a great way for the character to go out. And moving on to the next segment here, actually, with the after show, I got a question for you, Dan. Would you say that Dave has been redeemed now? Like, would you say he's a changed man?
I mean, what is exactly the, kind of idea of redeemed in this show, I guess, is really the best way I can kind of say it. We've seen characters do evil things. That's not really anything surprising in the world they're living in. But to answer the question, is he redeemed? Honestly, I can't say he really is. And, I know that's going to shock people, but, this is the thing, right? Is that he has a mentality. He had a mission, and, he has made peace with Lincoln, so you really could view that in any way you really want to view it. But at the end of the day, has Dave really said once that he regrets what he did? And has he really, fully gone to that other side? Because as we know with Dave, he's going to do things in order to help himself out and to make him go forward. And we're going to continue to see that in Season 3. The character is not going to change. So at the same time, yeah, he's realized, his mistakes. But at the same time, can I say he's redeemed? Dave is absolutely just who he is. So in terms of a redemption arc, if you want to view it that way, sure. But there always are going to be those kind of motives that are there that's going to make Dave Dave. And if Dave was redeemed, Dave wouldn't be the character he is right now. So I'll say it's not 100% a redemption, but it is a close to that story for now. I'll say that.
Okay, cool. And one more question I have for you now is, in terms of, what we saw with the end of the season with our main characters, like our main cast, after they defeated Chris and his, factory's been destroyed and all that, they're now living at a ranch now. And obviously we see that the Queen does not really care about Lincoln still being alive. Like, she couldn't be bothered, honestly, does not care. But I gotta ask, do Lincoln and his group still want to fight the Vipers, or are they kind of on the same page where they're like, you know what, we took out Chris, that's enough, we don't want to mess with these people anymore?
Well, I'm going to say this, and your question actually mostly is something I can actually say for the 3rd season with this. This is really a storyline that's going to be, like you just said, and it is honestly exactly what it is that, Lincoln and the group, I mean, it was said in the finale, they went to that ranch, they moved over 100 miles away just to try to get to some sort of safety and to try to get to somewhere safe. And if you guys will notice, and this is something that we did in Season 2, in 204, when William had that deal with the Vipers, and they really, really, really just destroyed a lot of what they built back there until Dave showed up, we'll know that they were nearby a city, a military base. And now we kind of are starting to piece it all together of why William was so scared of these people and, why there was a deal there. And I'll say a lot of 204 is going to be a lot to explain in Season 3. So in terms of the groups not really wanting to fight, no, Lincoln wants to build a place basically just like the 2nd season now for, once again, his, child. So if the groups want to fight each other, right now I will say no. And obviously Season 3, the season is going to be a lot about survival and kind of how, the characters are going to kind of try to be better people. They're going to try to, kind of distance themselves. But, again, it's kind of that whole quote of 2B, and it's going to be something that returns in 3A once again, is, how far will you go for revenge? How how far will you go to get revenge? And in this case, that's miles. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, cool. And I think we're coming up on the end of the after show here. If you guys in the comments have any questions for us or Dan about the World Gone Mad after show, feel free to ask, and whoever the question's for, we will answer. But is there any other things you want to say, Dan, before we move on to your segment?
Really, all I can say to kind of close out the little recap there for the season is, I really appreciate everybody watching the second season. It was a fun run. It really was. And honestly, I had a blast making the season, releasing it to everybody. And I'm very happy with the way this season turned out. So I'm going to, close the little recap segment here because a lot of the rest of the stuff we're going to be saving for the season 3 information. So, that is it on my end.
Yep. It was a blast, man. It was a blast to go through the season, and it was a blast to make intros for it.
Yes, sir. And I guess that'll be the last thing we'll close on is I appreciate Rowdy, dude, for all your work and all your hard work you went into. Guys, if none of you guys are aware here on the stream, he's actually the one that makes those little character intros for me on all the World Gone Mad episodes. So definitely credit goes out to him as well.
Yep.
Perfect. And with that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of the community live. We are going to let Dan have the mic for a bit, figuratively, and take it away, Dan.
All right, so the World Gone Mad Season 2 finale has ended. We've seen the rest of the season, and now it is time to talk about the third season, which, this is going to be something that I'm very excited to jump into. We have 9 episodes for the third season. We're going to start with that because that is the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is World Gone Mad Season 3 will, yes, have 9 episodes. And I know a lot of people are going to be asking, like, Dan, that is a very short number. That is compared to Season 2, you had 12 episodes. Why are you going to 9, Dan? Why such a short season? Well, you guys know I'm all about storytelling. I'm all about, trying to, of course, make the story as interesting as I can and not, draw things out. And definitely with the second season, that's one of the big things is not trying to, fill stuff out just to add another episode, So we're going to have 9 episodes this season, and they are going to be packed. And we are very much so going to be delving into what this show was to start. And really, with an updated kind of version of that. And when I say that, this is really what I mean. The first season, we really explored a lot of kind of these little character stories and kind of like every episode, we would kind of focus on a specific character and really learn about those characters. Well, now with the third season, we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing in the setting that we are right now in winter, which that is something I cannot wait to explore. Season 3 will definitely be a full winter season, and I can confirm that right now. We are trapped in the hell of, blizzards and, snowstorms and all that good stuff, mixed with a lot of the dead. I will say this is one of the biggest seasons for the dead we're ever going to experience on the show, thus far. And I am going to kind of get into this really by saying this. Season 3, we are going to see our characters after a time skip, as we knew by the end of Season 2. We have a time skip. We've skipped some time, and now Lincoln has, of course, found out that Haley is pregnant, and she's been pregnant for 3 weeks. And now Lincoln is going to have to rebuild the world for, this kid that's going to be coming into the world. And that is, what the big story of Season 3 is going to be is, Lincoln kind of trying to, once again, it's really the story of the second season, and it's sad because he has to kind of try this again, and he's going to try to build something for this child, and he's going to try to, obviously have a safe place. And, we'll have to see in the third season if the ranch is going to be a safe enough place and a safe enough environment for our characters. But this is the thing I can talk about for Season 3, and this is the big plot of this season, Our characters, they're going to be obviously all very much, trying to deal with what happened with Chris. That's still not going to be something that just leaves them. I don't really think you could ever really get past something like that. And, we're going to see a little bit of how Lindsay kind of leads her, town. And how she kind of, leads everything, and how she kind of, makes this as organized as it is, because there's reasons for that, and that's one thing we're really going to go into in this season. So I am going to start off by saying the series regulars for this season. We have 4. And these are going to be big characters this season, the characters that you can expect the most from. And yeah, these are going to be big ones here. So the first one is Haley. She will be a series regular this season. Haley will be getting a lot of screen time this year. Next up, we're going to have Miles. Miles is going to have a big story this season, and he is basically our starting point for this season. What that means, or what any of that means, I really can't say, but he is kind of the jump start to this season, if you will. Then we are going to have a new character named Steven, which is a character that we did see in the post-credit scene of the Season 2 finale. That character will be very much used and is going to be a series regular this season. And the final one, and I don't think this is any kind of surprise, the final one is going to be Lindsay. She is going to be a series regular this season. And that is last, but certainly not least. So let's talk about the third season, and let's read off what we've got for this season, because we have a lot to kind of unpack here. So Season 3, Episode 1. This episode is titled Death Among the Ruins, and it says, after a time skip, we meet a new survivor named Austin as he tries to survive the hell the world created. As we catch up with Lincoln, and as we see the group try to make it back to the ranch, someone from the past becomes a problem for them once again. Now, moving on to Season 3, Episode 2 is titled Humanity, based off of the hit series made by my good friend Rowdy. This is an inspired title, and I am here to say that this is going to be kind of a little nod to that show. So any of y'all fans that are a fan of that show, definitely stick around. This one, the synopsis says, Tom and Haley are looking for a missing person, but as they run into the property of the Vipers, they face a madman that stops their search, and Haley must confront something from her past that she's been trying to escape from. Now, for the rest of the titles, Season 3, Episode 3 is titled The Outlaw. Season 3, Episode 4 is titled Bad Guys Always Win. Season 3, Episode 5 is titled Survival of the Fittest, made by my good friend here, Megamatt, and a nod to that amazing series as well, too. My good friend Matt does a great job on that show, and I definitely want to give credit where credit is due for that. That is another amazing show from the community. Once again, no crossovers, no nothing. This is simply just for a nice little nod to another amazing show made in the Showrunner community. Season 3, Episode 6 is titled POW, which stands for Prisoner of War. Season 3, Episode 7 is titled Suffer the Little Children. Season 3, Episode 8 is titled When Hell Freezes Over. And the season finale, Season 3, Episode 9, is titled The Ruins. Now, this season, it is going to be unlike any other season of the show. We are going to see, very much so, a full season run, which is something that the show has never done. In the first 2 seasons, we very much so separated the seasons, really just to get the best quality out there as possible. However, in this case, Season 3 is already being worked on, guys. It is already being filmed. I'm currently working on the 4th episode. Very, very pleased with the way this season is turning out so far. And I will say this, we are not going to stop. Season 3 is going to be a full 9 weeks, 9-episode run. There will not be double episodes this season. I will confirm that. It is a fun 9 weeks of just World Gone Mad after World Gone Mad episode. But yeah, we are going to have 9 episodes all the way through, and that'll kind of complete this season. So the 4th season, I can confirm, will come out later this year. I will not say when, but Season 3 will be a 9-episode run, and that is, obviously everything I can kind of say about that. Now, obviously this season we're going to have a big story. Obviously we're going to have a lot of things to kind of, unpack here, and I can't really go into the season all that much more aside from just saying that we're gonna see a lot this season. The Vipers are definitely not over. That storyline is definitely carrying into this season. Rowdy is coming back for intros this season. We have the intros for this season are made by Rowdy, and I'm actually here to confirm to you guys, and this is going to be something that I'm sure you guys are all be happy to hear. All 9 intros for this season has already been made And that is, absolutely mind-blowing. We've been a week off of this season, and me and my buddy Rowdy have literally already done, all 9 intros. This guy works fast, guys. He really does, and he works damn hard on this show for these intros. So definitely want to give credit where credit is due for that as well. And stay tuned, because this is really the last thing I can say for this season, is we are going to be getting a teaser on the channel after the stream for this season. There is also the intro out right now on the channel, so definitely go ahead and check that out. And that is really all I can say for Season 3. Now, all right, that is World Gone Mad. Very excited to release that, and we will definitely be going into a lot there. However, now it is time to discuss The Walking Dead rewrites. Now, The Walking Dead rewrites, okay, so this is going to be obviously a very quick segment because the season is airing and I do not want to go into too much right here. We have 4 episodes that have aired on the channel, and definitely this is a spoiler warning for The Walking Dead rewrites. We're going to delve into that a little bit here. The Walking Dead rewrites had released its 4th episode tonight, which has aired on the channel. And you guys will be getting the episode 5 promo later on tonight, so stay tuned for that after the stream. You guys will be getting the episode 5 promo, and you guys will get a little inside look at that episode. However, these are obviously big episodes coming up. We're delving into the Whisper arc. We are really getting into that storyline right now. We've got Rick, we've got Carl, we've got Morgan, we've got a lot of characters that the original show didn't have, and we're gonna see a lot of that. And I can confirm that these 4 episodes will be it for 2021. We are going to be ending the year with these 4 episodes. This is the last piece of entertainment you guys will be seeing on my channel are these last 4 episodes. I am very excited to hear what you guys all think of them, and I think it is going to be a lot of fun to kind of wrap up these episodes. However, I will say right now that the show is definitely going to return by next year for Season 8B. However, it will definitely be a few months into the new year, so it's not going to be right away. There will be at least a couple-month break after 808 to 809 to get ready for that half season. We have a big half season with 8B coming up, and that is why we are really going to make sure we're prepared for 8B. But that is all I can really say for The Walking Dead rewrites. New episodes every Wednesday at 7 p.m., of course, standard Eastern Standard Time. And episode 5 promo coming up very soon, and obviously that is all I can really say about it. However, the first 4 episodes are out on the channel right now, so definitely go ahead and check that out. And stay tuned because we got a lot of great stuff, and I really want to take this opportunity to also thank everybody out there because I have watched. I do know, and I have definitely kept an eye out on all the reviews that I've seen a lot of you guys do, so I really appreciate all the reviews you guys have been doing for The Walking Dead rewrites. You guys are all phenomenal. You know who you are that does reviews faithfully. You guys are all absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. So, okay. We have one last little piece of entertainment for you guys for tonight, and this is a big, big project that I have been kind of waiting to announce to everybody here. World Gone Mad is coming right back. It is coming right back. We are bringing that thing right back into the conversation. World Gone Mad, we've had 2 seasons. We've had 2 seasons, and we've, really progressed this story, and we've really had a lot going on, and, this year has been so amazing, honestly. I could not, honestly, I love doing this show. I can't wait to continue it next year. But the original series is not going to be the only thing we're going to be doing. And that is going to lead me to my announcement. This is the very first time you guys are ever going to hear this. World Gone Mad is going to be getting its own movie. And World Gone Mad is going to be getting a little movie trilogy. That is right. World Gone Mad is going to be getting its own little trilogy. And we are going to have, which obviously I can't go into too much right now, but I will say that after the stream, we will get a small look at what exactly this is. But just to go into it, World Gone Mad is going to finally get a little series, a little spin-off, as you guys can kind of call it, and it's going to be little movies. I can't say exactly too much about it or when it's going to release because it is very much in the early, planning stages right now. However, the series is going to be called, this little kind of trilogy series is going to be called A Killer in the Making. And what this series is going to be called is, of course, and what this series is all going to be about, is we are going to see, obviously, we've all, kind of seen the story of World Gone Mad so far. A lot of backstory, a lot of little small pieces. We've seen a little bit in the season 2 finale. We've seen a little bit in season 1, episode 4. We've really gotten to know that there was some sort of organization before the apocalypse, and there was definitely something there with the Vipers and with the Chris character. And in the finale, we got our kind of final little nudge to this announcement, which is the Lindsay character. And now, obviously, we have now confirmed, that, obviously she's going to be in the 3rd season. She is a big character in this show, but she is a big character for the universe of this entire series overall. And we are going to see in this little movie trilogy right here, which these little movies are going to be approximately about an hour and a half to 2 hours. They are going to be big projects. And they are going to be a series basically explaining how exactly Lindsay got what she got and what exactly the Vipers were before the apocalypse. Because the Vipers were something before the apocalypse. There is a story there, and there is a story to tell. And we've gotten little glimpses of it throughout the show. We've gotten little details, and obviously I haven't been able to confirm. I know I've had a lot of questions about it. Will we get a backstory? Will we get some sort of story? And that was always the plan from day one of this show, is to let this universe spread its wings a little bit. And we are going to get a Lindsay exclusive little movie trilogy. And it's not just one movie. There is a huge story to tell here. And there are a lot of things that we do not know about the Vipers. But all I can say is that the Vipers were an organization before the actual world fell apart. And we're going to learn a lot about that in these movies. And like I said, they're going to be called A Killer in the Making, because the entire story is about how she exactly started this and how things got the way they were. So this, in terms of a release date, in terms of anything I can kind of say, we are going to get a lot of promotion for this. Obviously, over the next year, it is going to be something that is not going to come right away. There will be a couple more seasons of the main show before we actually get to these. So that is another thing I can confirm. It will definitely be a little bit before we actually see this. But it is in the early planning stages. World Gone Mad, first ever kind of spinoff, if you will, and a little movie trilogy that we will be getting. And it is all going to be led by Lindsay and how she started the Vipers. So that is that. And to close my segment, and I'm going to finish with this, there is a new teaser for World Gone Mad coming on my channel, and there is a little teaser, I will say, for this project right here, and as well as The Walking Dead Rewrites Season 8, Episode 5. And I am now going to reveal and talk about really the big last, kind of little project, which I'm actually going to now hand it over to Megamatt. We are now going to jump into his segment with a big announcement on his end for Survival of the Fittest. So I'm going to hand it over to the host of the live stream now, Megamatt1254.
Thank you, Dan, and also welcome to the stream, Giuseppe. And yes, guys, and this will be a little confusing at first, but bear with me. This is really freaking cool news. I actually have something World Gone Mad to talk about, and that is that Survival Season 5 and World Gone Mad Season 3 will be airing on the same night, and it is going to be freaking amazing, guys. We are going to be promoting this as like a big freaking like community night. Like, you get 2 big episodes of each show. I'm very excited for that night to happen. And yeah, guys, February 9th is the return of Survival of the Fittest Season 5 and the return of World Gone Mad Season 3. Yeah.
And all I can really say is, me and Matt have planned this for a little while. This is kind of our way of giving you fans what you guys deserve. Is obviously a big big night for the community. We're going to have 2 shows returning on February 9th, which I guess, to close things off before we get into more news from Matt here, I will just say the reason for this decision and the reason why we kind of both agreed on this is to honor the 1-year anniversary for World Gone Mad. So February 9th is when the show began, and next year, February 9th, is when the show will have its first ever crossover with Survival. And yeah, guys, that is it. So I'm going to hand it over to Matt now.
Thank you, Dan. All right, so Survival of the Fittest Season 5. What can I say about this other than, and 3, 2, 1, spoiler warning here, 3, 2, 1. We left off Season 4 with the fall of the Godfather and the Capos. It was a crazy war. It was a big war. Lives were lost. People died on both sides. And now we have time skipped 3 years into the future, and we basically see how our characters are mentally after this time skip. We see how some of our, heroes have handled it. We also have some villains, too, that are still alive by this point as well. So we see, both perspectives here. We see how they both handled, frickin' the price of war, if you will. And what I could say is, we basically have, much more almost, smaller kind of conflicts, if you will. Where Season 3 and 4, it's a grand scale, it's a big war, there's, death everywhere. Season 5, you'll have, character, character moments. You're gonna have, the realities of living in the apocalypse. You're really gonna delve into that, food shortages, having to go out there just to survive, getting a freaking can of soda is considered lucky out there, that kind of stuff. And that we're gonna really delve into that as well. Another thing that I could say we're gonna delve into this season is the dead itself. We're really gonna get into a deep look at that, and the zombies, or as lurkers known on Survival. Well, let's just say they're about to get the spotlight. They're about to get a lot more screen time, and we are going to delve into the lurkers as a threat and what they have done to the world of Survival of the Fittest. And as you guys know, this series will be returning on February 9th. There will be a clip uploaded on the channel after the stream is done, guys. And that's really all I'm going to say for Survival right now. I want to kind of hold back a little bit still. I want to, develop a bit more stuff. And then I am going to be sharing titles and synopses coming soon. Now, what else can I say on my segment is Sorrowful Life. If you guys watch that show, that is nearing the end of its second season. And obviously, guys, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. We are nearing the end of the cartel war now, guys. We basically, we have the mafia going at them full force. Cartels lost a lot now. And we are seeing these two groups collide head-on, especially with the corrupt FBI now getting on both their tails. The last 2 episodes, you guys are going to want to check those out. They are very, very crazy, and they wrap up a lot of stuff. And actually some minor Season 3 news as well. And this is actually something I can say about Season 3, is it will be returning next year. It will be late 2022, fall 2022. I can confirm that. It will be returning in the fall of next year. And, yeah, guys, that is going to be it for my segment. I thank you all for checking, the shows out, supporting the community like you guys do. We love and appreciate you all. And with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to my good friend Rowdy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Matt. And now I'm going to head into my segment. Now, my segment, I'm going to have 2 major things. I am going to quickly start with humanity. I'm not going to give too much information since some of this has already been revealed. I have no update exactly on when the season's going to be returning. However, I do want to give some small updates on Season 2. I'm going to be revealing the synopses for episodes 4 to 6. So, Season 2, Episode 4, titled The Devil You Know. Synopsis: Chloe is integrated into a group that has undying faith. However, she must take a test to see if she's worthy. Season 2, Episode 5, Rosa. Alex makes haste to get Kelly to safety. A woman named Rosa begins to doubt her group's ideology. Season 2, Episode 6, Childhood's End. When the school is threatened by a horde in a bowling alley, Derek and Judy attempt to lead a clear operation. A new threat lurks in the shadows. Now, that's all I can say, but I will read off the titles for the rest of the season, even though I've said these already, but some of them have changed. 207 is titled Sleep No More. 208 is titled Brothers Keepers. 209, this episode was changed, is now called Hide and Seek. 210 is titled The Deep End. 211 is titled Cold Trail. 212 is titled Rats. 213 is titled The Crossing. 214 is titled The Vault. 215 is titled World Gone Mad, obviously being a nod to Dan's series World Gone Mad. We're kind of doing this both ways. He has Humanity as the title in his show, and obviously I'm going to have World Gone Mad in my show. And obviously Season 2, Episode 16, the season finale is going to be called This Too Shall Pass. So I can't say much more involved in the season, as I'm still kind of in production of it, and once it returns, it'll be, like, fully back. There's not going to be any breaks. Like, once I have the whole season done, I've kind of, like, decided to do that. I'm going to be finishing the entire season before I release everything, so there's no hiccups and everything. You just get a new episode every week. And I can also confirm this. Season 2, Episode 7, and Season 2, Episode 8 will air on the same night. It will be a double mid-season finale. And I can also confirm the week after we will have a double mid-season premiere with Episode 9 and Episode 10. So we will have two double premieres across 2 weeks. And that's where we're going to leave it for Humanity. But now, here's the big thing we're going to be discussing. And I'm going to be going into the new show that I've been working on, which is, of course, titled Blood Diamond. Now, this is my first ever show filmed on GTA. And, of course, this is a show that is very crime-centric. It's not apocalyptic, and it's me venturing into a genre that's not really known to me, but I wanted to give it a shot. And I'll give you an idea. Without spoiling, we will be following our main character named Jacob Pierce, who is an ex-gangster from Liberty City, and he was in some really bad, deep shit, and he is coming to Los Santos to try to start a new life. But he reconnects with one of his old friends from the past life, and sadly we will learn that escaping the life isn't as easy as it seems. And we will see how that goes over the course of this first season, and like what happens, and what it is like trying to escape the crime life, and what it'll be like to get back in. And I will now reveal the episode count to season 2. Season 2. Season 1 is going to consist of 5 episodes, and it will be airing sometime in 2022, within the first quarter. That is the plan. So I will now be giving the episode titles. Season 1, Episode 1, the series premiere is titled Diamonds in the Rough. Season 2, Season 1, Episode 2 is titled Painless or Painful. Season 1, Episode 3 is titled Twisting of the Knife. Season 1, Episode 4 is titled Who Did That to You? And the finale, Season 1, Episode 5, is titled Mild Ways. And that's all I can say for it right now, but there is one more thing. As you may know, I'm not writing the series alone. And, well, you might know, but how about this? Megamatt, please reveal yourself.
Hello.
So, yeah, Megamatt will be co-writing with me, as you guys may know. And I just want to make it public. Megamatt here will be writing the series with me. He's written the first season along with me. And honestly, he's been great. And I think the story we've written together is going to be really interesting. And obviously, Matt, if you want to comment on it, go ahead. I'd like to hear your take on what we've written for season 1.
Well, all I could say about Blood Diamond, guys, is that it has been a very fun project to write. We've actually, we've worked a lot on this, written some crazy story concepts, and it's been a blast to write, and just seeing it come to life, like actually, watching the filming and, seeing the episode and stuff, like, it's been great. I've had a ton of fun writing this with you, man, and I cannot wait to see where the show goes in the future.
Same. Of course, there's been some issues involving filming in the last few days, and because of that, and I don't know like when this will be fixed, I can't really set an exact date, and not to mention I also have humanity to work on. I don't want to, put any dates for either right now, since I don't want to make any deadlines I can't promise. But all I can say is early 2022, guaranteed you'll be seeing the show make its start, and I cannot wait for it. And of course, no mid-season break. It's 5 episodes, 1 episode a week, no double, just a whole run through. And from that, I don't think there's any more I can go into. Of course, if any of you in the chat have any questions, feel free to shoot and I'll answer them. And from there, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to go off of. So my segment.
Alrighty, and with that being that, guys, that is the end of the segments. And if you guys have any questions regarding any of the shows, the showrunners, like anything community related, please let us know. We're going to be talking to you guys in the chat for a bit now. And then we are also going to be, I'll be discussing something at the end of the stream, and then that will be the end.
That will be it. So,
I actually have a question for you, Dan. It's involving the movie you're announcing. Will this be in the typical narrated format?
Okay, so this is actually a perfect time for me to actually be able to elaborate on what I'm actually going to be releasing here. So I've already started to post it on social media. It's already on my Instagram story for anybody that's curious. But we do have a poster. I'm going to release that obviously more once the series is, once the stream is done. But all I will say is everything you want to know, everything about the Vipers that obviously is a mystery, how Lindsay became so damn powerful, why she was able to do what she did, and why she was so well known in the city of Washington, D.C. We're going to find out every little detail about that in a 2-hour movie. Narrated, same style, but it is going to be a World Gone Mad movie. And in terms of a release date for this, all I can really say right now is it is aiming for in about a year's time. It's not going to be anytime soon.
Which I figured, yeah.
We will see, and this is the one thing I can confirm, guys. We will see the third and fourth season release before even this movie even comes out at all. So I'll say that.
So
okay, cool.
Regarding these films, so like you said, they're 2 hours, right? Is the whole trilogy 2 hours, or is each film in the trilogy going to be 2 hours?
Okay, the first one I can definitely confirm is going to range around the 2-hour mark. The next two, while I would love to reveal that, they're still in the writing process, so I cannot confirm at the moment. But the first one is definitely going to be a 2-hour film.
That is just crazy, man. Honestly, dude, like, what a great announcement, though. Expanding the universe, love it, dude.
It's gonna be great. So, I mean, I'll definitely say that whatever the whole stuff with the Queen is, whoever these Vipers, they are not going anywhere. If they're getting a movie trilogy, yeah, they ain't going anywhere. And well, Dan, the fact that you're probably gonna get these 3 movies out before even the first Rick movie comes out.
Well, this is the thing, right? We have a story to tell. We have a big story to tell. And if any of you guys, and this is, I guess, the best way I can kind of promote this for y'all, anybody out there that enjoys just your typical, but not typical, this is a very different show when I really say this. If you guys are into crime shows, if you're into murder mysteries, if you're into lawyer shows, think about that wrapped up into one project. I will just say that.
So this is almost like not even apocalyptic. It's almost like a crime. It's almost like a crime version of World Gone Mad.
It is, and I will just say that the power that Lindsay has, how she became who she was, why she was so well known, and why she was able to order people around so much. It is not just your typical "I'm the queen of the apocalypse" because they all listen to me, and it's just your typical whatever story. There's a reason why she got into the position that she was in the apocalypse, and these movies will explain that. So
damn,
freaking right.
I was asking though. Like, what will these films be like? Will they be like the same narration format that like World Gone Mad has had, or are you gonna be going for something more unique?
That, all I will say is, while it's narrated, there are some surprises in there for people. What those are, I won't say yet.
Okay.
But let's just say, over the next year, and guys, this is the biggest thing, like, I'm sure I'm gonna get comments like, Dan, oh my God, it's releasing in like a couple months. Guys, you guys have to keep in mind this is a big project. It hasn't even been filmed yet. It is just in the planning stages right now. But in terms of a release, we are looking at about an early 2023 release.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. So that's not even next year. Okay.
So just for the first film.
That is for the first film, and that is a guarantee by early 2023. If it's sooner, I will be shocked myself. I will be shocked, but
Oh man.
that is what the release date we are aiming for right now.
And you know for a
Nice.
fact we're gonna be watching that day one, Dan. That's gonna be a blast to watch.
Oh, 100%. All right, let's see here. Hey, Matt, I know this is off topic, but the GTA Definitive Edition should have been delayed. Yeah, beyond that, it should have been frickin' scrapped and redone from the ground up.
The more I look at it, no joke, somehow they managed to fuck it up more than the 2014 remaster, at least for San Andreas.
I can't go that far, but yeah, it's a mess. I'll say Vice City is pretty decent. That's the only one. Yeah, GTA 3 and San Andreas were not that good. In terms of remaster, the originals are great, but not the remaster. Alright, let's see what else we got in the chat here. Rowdy, I have an idea for an episode title for 2B or Season 3 of your Humanity series.
I mean, hey, sometimes they do change titles, so hey, who asked that?
Walker Dead.
Okay, well, hey, Walker Dead, I'm always welcome to ideas, so feel free to shoot, man.
Matt, are you hyped for my Zombie Apocalypse series releasing in 2022? Well, I'll have to see footage, but it sounds really cool, man.
Oh, definitely sounds like something interesting. It is cool to see, like, you doing something, like, more like your own IP, so.
Absolutely.
100%.
And
Yeah, Walker Dead, feel free to shoot the episode title.
all I can really say, just one more thing, I guess, to kind of discuss. Obviously, because this is obviously the biggest part of my segment that we couldn't really go into. Obviously, guys, keep in mind because the season is airing right now. Is the Walking Dead rewrites. All I'll say is, we've aired 4, we got 4 left, and on my channel, that is going to be it for the entertainment this year after these 4 episodes. So, yeah, they're going to be big episodes, and all I can really say is stay tuned for a promo for episode 5 after the stream. So, yeah, keep that in mind, everyone.
I also want to make a quick statement, because I know, like, some people have kind of gotten this idea from this, and it's regarding episode titles, and I know, like, with Dan and my series, I just want to know, yes, World Gone Mad has an episode titled Humanity, Survival of the Fittest. Humanity has an episode called World Gone Mad, and I will confirm at some point it will have an episode called Survival of the Fittest. These are just meant as nods to the other community shows. They're meant to pay homage. None of these shows take place in the same universe. They never were meant to. They were never intended to. No community show shares a universe unless said otherwise. When episodes are shared between, like, if a show has an episode title named after another show, it's just meant as to pay homage. Like, for example, in, like, 302 of World Gone Mad, I haven't seen it. You're not gonna see, like, Alex Cordon and that. You're not gonna be seeing Lincoln West doing shit in Humanity 215. Exactly, that's what I mean. You're not gonna be seeing that. It's just meant to pay homage, little references.
Simple Easter eggs, if you will.
Simple Easter eggs, and that is literally, guys, how far it'll go. And like, as said for my segment here, like I said before, these are to pay respect to these amazing shows. Humanity obviously is, a huge show in the community. Survival of the Fittest, fantastic series, and it's really a way to, kind of honor those shows almost in a way, and kind of, pay respect to those shows, because I mean, obviously we're all a community here, and we all, obviously love and respect each of our shows. So we all like to kind of, if, let's say someone in the community has not seen Survival, if someone in the community has not seen World Gone Mad, or, Humanity, or, stuff like this, it's a good way to kind of, help the other one out and kind of get their show out there. That's really what we're all about, is, trying to help our shows out, and, that's what we do.
100%.
You may see occasional nods in the episodes, like, again, as Easter eggs, but again, no show shares universes. Like, I can confirm Humanity and World Gone Bad, yes, they're both in a zombie apocalypse. Yes, they're both narrated. However, they were never intended to be in the same universe, and they never will be. So,
No shows are connected, essentially, is
unless
what we're
said,
saying.
unless said otherwise, of course.
Unless it's revealed at some point, yeah.
Yeah, unless it's revealed otherwise, at least for Humanity and World Gone Mad, yeah, those shows are their own universe, their own rules.
Yeah. Exactamundo.
So just wanted to clear that up in case there was any confusion.
Well, I guess on that note, how's everybody doing tonight?
Great.
Oh,
I mean,
we got
the house
a
for myself.
comment from Walker Dead here. My idea for the episode title for season 2B or season 3 of Humanity is Hatred and Pain.
Ooh, I mean, the idea you mentioned involving Kelly, obviously I can't, exactly confirm that, but the episode title itself, like the actual idea I can't confirm, but the episode title itself, I'll actually write that one down. It's actually probably not going to be 2B, but season 3, you might have sparked an idea, Walker Dead. I appreciate the title.
Never know.
Yeah, that's actually a cool one. I agree.
That is a good title, but obviously like the actual plot you mentioned, obviously I can't comment on that.
Of course. Well, man, friggin', this is actually something that threw me off was, when I was checking out some of your rewrite episodes, Dan, and, this is something that just threw me right off, is, the friggin' death of Aaron. Like, that is a ballsy move there, my guy.
Well, obviously, I mean, that death, I mean, I really can't say anything else about it aside from, we have Andrew Lincoln's Rick there. Obviously, Jesus, I personally didn't feel like his story was anywhere near over. And, it just, everything pointed towards him. Also, just showing, and obviously, if you guys have not seen the most recent episode, Daryl, it just gets to him, and I really wanted to add to that scene when he's interrogating Lydia. And it's like, you just feel the anger he has, because I always felt like the friendship between Daryl and Aaron was very neglected, so I really wanted to put a spotlight on that. But yeah, that was a big moment. The Whispers have definitely made their marking.
100%. They have come in at full force. Aaron's death in Season 8 of The Walking Dead rewrites made sense for the story, in my honest opinion.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, like I said, it's a decision that I was very, very confident in making, just because I felt like it was the only character in the story at the time that made sense, but that was a big enough death. So,
which I think it's interesting for sure, because Jesus definitely, like, especially the way you're putting him in your rewrites, Dan, like, obviously in your version of All Out War, he was a lot more brutal, obviously killing a lot more saviors. He wasn't a pacifist, he wasn't the actual All Out War. So him being alive, he's not going to exactly be like Aaron was towards the Whisperers in the actual show. Gamma better hope she doesn't face the Jesus if Gamma is in this.
100%. And I guess one other thing I can confirm about rewrites, because I get this question all the time, is Dan, will you do what you did with the Fear the Walking Dead rewrites, and will you have your own original characters in this? Well, obviously we've brought in Fear the Walking Dead characters to use as our own and to actually try to expand the story. In terms of original characters, I will say that is still coming. So even though it's not in the first 4 episodes, and I'm sure people are going to ask, like, Dan, are you going to have your own original characters in the Walking Dead rewrites? Those are going to still happen, and I'm very excited to reveal some of them. They are coming up, and I'll kind of just leave you guys on that. Yeah, we will get original characters to the rewrites in the main show.
Nice.
I'm curious of what actors you bring in, if you bring any actors for them, because it's always cool to see, like the Fear the Walking Dead rewrites. Obviously, you're going to have, Jeff Bridges.
Well, one of the biggest things about the Fear rewrites, right, is that, we've had so many original characters step in. And even though The Walking Dead, we've had 4 episodes, and I'm sure a lot of people are asking, like, well, Dan, I don't really see any new characters. Like, all I see are Fear characters. Obviously, I can just say the season we're just getting started. And when original characters come, you guys will know. And I think some of the ones that are coming up this season, whether they're in the rest of this half or 8B, they are going to be phenomenal additions to the story, and I'm very excited to show you guys what I've got planned.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's always cool to see actors. It's always cool to characters that are original to the story. Obviously, like Fear rewrites, a character like Amelia, she was a really strong. She's a really interesting character, and I'm curious to see what you do with her down the line, Dan.
Dan, will we get the heads on pikes in Season 8, Episode 8?
All I can say about that is I can confirm that the pikes are a thing in the rewrites, so don't worry about that. We're not going to skip over that storyline. But all I'll say, yes, by the time we get to episode 8, we will definitely have that event happen. Yes. So to confirm, my answer is yes.
Yeah,
We're building up to it, boys.
We are.
I feel like you're gonna end it like as they see. Like you're not gonna cut it before we see the heads, but we're gonna see the heads decapitated, and that's where the episode's gonna end.
All I can say, and this is the most fun out of any half season I've really had of Walking Dead rewrites, and it's for this main reason. Pay attention to the characters that are getting screen time. Pay attention to everything that you've seen in these episodes so far. Pay attention to the emotions and how the characters are acting. And I'll just say, if you dig into these episodes a little bit, you will find some Easter eggs to possible deaths. So we're all building up to this big moment.
Here's an idea I have for pikes. I have 3 ones I already think are gonna be pikes. And those are Rowdy. I do think he's gonna be piked. I think he's gonna be a big one. I do think you're gonna go crazy here. I do think you're gonna pike Maggie. And I also think you're gonna pike Sherry. I could see you going with Enid because of a connection to Carl. And plus you're hinting at that whole relationship with Lydia, so I do think Enid's gonna be going. And I do think someone from Magna's group is gonna be getting piked as well. In terms of who that is, you might go. I could see you going comic route and obviously piking Luke, but I could also see you piking even Magna, for example. I mean, yeah.
Never know.
Just for obviously, I don't know how many pikes are gonna happen. In terms of my predictions, I definitely think at least we're at least gonna see those characters get killed for sure.
Well, like I said before, all I can say about pikes, and I really have to be careful with anything I say here, but in terms of when the pikes happen, they will be rewrites excluded out of this conversation. If this happened in the main Walking Dead, if this was something that actually aired on real TV, this would probably be regarded as one of the biggest slaughters of TV. And I'm not going to go into anything else because I want to let you guys watch it, but in terms of the amount and the number and, who we choose, it'll definitely be something that scars the show. I will say that. What that means, I will not say, but it's going to be big for the rewrites moving forward.
Cool.
Interesting, man. Very cool.
Very cool.
Curious to see what comes of it. Curious to see what you do with the pike. It's going to be I feel like you're gonna have quite a lot of main ones on there. I don't think it's gonna be small ones a lot of the pike choices on the actual show were kind of stupid. And, you didn't care. Ozzy, Alec, don't care. Frankie, give her more screen time. Maybe I would have cared. Frickin' only one I even remotely cared about was Tara. I'd say. Frickin' I guess Henry was kind of sad. I guess I felt bad for Carol, but I'd let the Carol be a complete frickin' moron in season 10.
Well.
So.
808 is the last episode of anything I'm even airing this year. It's the last piece of entertainment I have for you guys. So enjoy the pikes and happy holidays.
Hell, Merry Christmas.
Leaving us off on that.
Merry Christmas. Have some heads.
Yep.
Jesus.
Man, it's like you open your Christmas gift, you just have freaking a meal set or something, but it's the pike victims in the boxes.
Ah, man. Dan, I'm curious to know how you're gonna do the heads on pikes. If Enid or Rosita dies, I'll riot.
I guess time will tell, right?
Man, well, I think a likely one is, I sadly hate to burst it for you, Walker Dead, but I don't see Enid surviving. She has a connection to Carl, and I feel every pike victim is going to be someone very close to another character, which is why I say people like Maggie, Enid, Sherry. They're going to be people very close to most of our big characters, though.
Like I said, pay attention to the friendships, the relationships, the odd couples, characters that may not have a lot of screen time together all of a sudden do. And like I said, the first 4 episodes, I know not many people have done it because, they think, pikes are far away. There's not setup for that. This is just the beginning of the season. We're not getting any... No. There is very much some stuff in there that will definitely lead to some possible theories. So, yeah, there you go.
Freaking right. I see Sasha, Maggie, Ezekiel getting picked for sure.
Yep. Well, once again, I will say what I always say. We shall see.
The classic Dan's Reviews line.
Yeah, we never know. It's always a mystery with Dan. I just don't expect spoilers out of this guy. I'll say that much.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's very
Well,
secretive and protective of the show, and well, as he should be. You shouldn't just blurt out spoilers about the show.
no, that's a bit of a crazy idea right there.
Yeah, I mean, frickin' being incognito is key when it comes to your information on
Well,
the shows.
all good things come to those who wait, or in this case, horrific, good, great. I mean, I guess we'll see, right?
All bad, I guess. Look, whoever's on the pikes is on the pikes. Got some heads on the pikes. People cry, people die. All out war with the whisperers. Boom, boom, bang, bang, shooty, shooty, boom, boom, bang, bang.
It's a sad sight.
Very heartbreaking, but hey, great way to celebrate the holidays.
Exactly. When you're sitting by your Christmas tree, just remember what good old Dan's Reviews got you.
Just remember that the holidays may be the time to love and share, but not when it comes to Dan's content. I don't think he accounts for holidays in his shows.
Well, like I said before, I mean, we've kind of, this is a completely different show to begin with, but I'm just saying, World Got Mad, I won't go into too much, but anybody that has not been caught up on the second season, there is no holding back, and that's the thing is, if you're going to watch my content, you got to be ready for anything. That is the unfortunate but true truth about what I produce.
Well, yeah, you don't know what to expect, especially like some of the darker scenes, like obviously 206 with the with Chris did to Lincoln's kids, and obviously with what frickin' Alexander did to frickin' Haley in 210.
Unforgivable.
Very well. Let's just say he deserved worse, and he got off easy. Well,
He got off lucky.
Yep.
so let's just say, well, hey, at least he's gone. But I guess let's just say if Haley had the chance, if there was a possibility, he would have dragged it out.
Well, I can easily confirm this. The upcoming A Killer in the Making movie trilogy will have the return of one of your guys's. I'd love to say beloved, but I don't think that really fits the conversation here. Anybody that thought that Chris is done, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, of course he's dead. Are we done with the character? Hell no, we are not.
So he will be in the trilogy at some point.
He absolutely will be in the trilogy. He is a connecting piece of the story.
Well, that's what I think Killer in the Making is alluding to. I think that Chris is going to be twisted and, like, mentally changed by this.
Never know.
You know what
I can't say if he is a normal dude, because we know after a bit he's not, but let's just say Chris has been dealing with a lot since the day he was born. Yeah, that's right, guys.
Right.
Since the day he was born.
I swear to God, Dad, if you somehow get us to sympathize with Chris,
Well, I won't confirm that, but we will see in 2023.
I guess we'll see.
206 already confirms for me no sympathizing for Chris.
I can't. I'm just saying, like, if you somehow give him I'm not saying like I feel bad for him if his backstory is tragic, but like, you can tell the Queen definitely, is major responsible for like who he is and like what he is today.
Well, I will say that the films are led by, they're played by Rosamund Pike's Lindsay. I will say that she is the point of view of these films. But I will just say that Chris is one of many people that she changed. I will just say that.
Okay, cool.
I honestly don't see the point in AMC making a Dead in the Water through the Walking Dead miniseries. You and I both Walker Dead, especially with Riley being dead. I don't know what the hell the point of that series is, and to be quite frank, there's not I swear, there's never been a series I can give two less fucks about.
Well, who cares about Key Turner #2? Like, I really don't care.
Exactly. Like, right. Like, I mean, at least Daryl and Carol show. At least it's about two characters I generally love and like that can use their story. Like, what is the Key Turner's shit backstory gonna bring? Like, these characters are already dead. Like, this is a backstory of a character that's dead. It's like giving us Here's Negan when Negan died in All Out War.
Exactly.
It doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Like, what's the point? Like, let's say, yeah, you have 816. Let's say Negan dies in 816. Season 10 after 22. For some reason, oh yeah, here's Negan. There you go. Yeah, backstory of a character who died 2 seasons ago. Like, what's the point of that? Like, why would you tell the backstory of a dead character? Like, I'm not gonna shame it for something like Tales of the Walking Dead, since the whole intention of that show is to tell backstories. Since obviously we have like we're gonna get like the governor, we're gonna get Beta. I get it for that. I'm not gonna hold it against for that. That's the whole point of that miniseries. Do you think Lenny James? Do you think Lenny James and Alicia and Carey will leave Fear the Walking Dead season 7? Alicia, I do think Alicia
yes.
has a good chance of dying. I do think Alicia's gonna die.
Lenny, frick no. Lenny's gonna be around till the end. Tuh.
Lenny probably has no choice. I hate to say, you can tell Lenny does not want to be on that show, and they're probably sadly they probably got him locked in the contract.
That's what I'm thinking.
I am going to kind of just say this real quick because I want to kind of put a little spotlight on this show for a second, guys. I know a lot of people are probably not caught up in the series, but I definitely would say, I mean, good God, honestly, if you are not watching this show, I don't know what you're, I don't know what's, honestly, just watch it by all means, and that is the series made by Matt named This Sorrowful Life. I want to give that show a little bit of a shout out here just because, you know, and I actually kind of want to kind of also kind of talk about this, is that the first season was reviewed on the channel. Unfortunately, the reviews have kind of gone a little bit. However, we are going to be back to review the second season, and we will be covering that on my channel. But I want to just address it just because I really, really want to just kind of say, Matt, honestly, dude, you really have been killing it with this second season. You really, like, managed to take a show that I really enjoyed. I really did. And when you came back with that second season, you delivered one of the best seasons you've ever done, man. So, honestly, great job on that series.
Oh, thanks so much, man. That means a lot to me, dude.
Yeah, Sorrowful is still something I gotta get to, but honestly I'm really interested, especially as someone who's a big fan of, you know, crime shows and shows like films like frickin', you know, Scarface and stuff like that. I think it'll definitely be interesting to see like what this crime thing is about. I feel like it'll almost feel, since survival of the fittest, we have the Capos, you know, we have like the Godfather. It'll be interesting to see like, not like obviously a more normal version of that, but it'll cool to see more of a like civilized version of this whole group, I guess. Even though it's not the same universe.
Absolutely. And it's a great series, honestly.
Yeah, it's a series that I take a lot of pride in nowadays. Like, I really am trying to go all out with it. And on that note, you know what I'm thinking is we'll do about 5 more minutes of fan chat, and then I'll reveal one last thing for the night, and that will be the end of the stream, guys.
Heck yes.
I actually do want to reveal some additional humanity information. Now, as of you who watch the show may know, I actually do cast characters now. Like, obviously, these aren't like actually actors playing the characters. They're more of a way to put a face and, you know, a voice to the characters. Like, when you see like Torrent, for example, he's played by William Fichtner, really phenomenal actor. Like, when you look, I want you to, like, when you hear me narrate him, right? I want you to imagine William Fichtner talking. I want you to imagine William Fichtner, you know, acting out these scenes. And I do want to confirm some actors who will be joining later on in the season. One of them I can confirm will be playing the character Rosa, which obviously she's mentioned in the 205 synopsis. She will be played by a very talented actress named Madeline Brewer. She plays one of my favorite characters on the show The Handmaid's Tale, and I think she's a phenomenal addition to the show. We have this actor. I try not to do too many Walking Dead actors, but I couldn't resist with this one. Garrett Dillahunt. I can't say who will be playing, but we'll have Garrett Dillahunt. Another actress we'll be seeing is Elizabeth Moss. Can't say her role either, but she's another character on Handmaid's Tale. And one more I am going to confirm is Austin Emilio.
Awesome. Nice.
He played obviously Dwight on Walking Dead. And like I said, I try not to go too overboard with Walking Dead actors, but those are just some actors you can expect that are like, expect more from these actors, I guess. So obviously, you're going to see many more throughout the season, but in terms of like what to expect expect like to see a big role from, these are some of the actors you'll definitely see a lot from.
Okay, cool. And all right, this is the last chance to ask any questions in chat, guys, as we are wrapping up the fan chat segment. If there's any other questions you guys have, please let us know. And we will move on to the final announcement for tonight in a few more minutes here. If Alicia Clark dies in Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, which she most likely will, I'm going to rant and call out AMC and Scott Gimple for hiring Ian Goldberg. I think that rant's been due for a long time.
I think it shouldn't be about Alicia's death. Let's say hypothetically they kill off that character. I don't even think it should be about that. I feel like it should just be about the show existing in general. Yeah, I know I'm about to target a lot of people with that one, but Fear the Walking Dead is not the greatest show, guys. I'm sorry. Does it have good moments? Yes. But for the most part, you're sitting there watching a documentary. You don't have full color on your screen. You're watching a pointless CRM group appear and appear and appear when they don't do shit. It takes Walking Dead characters and really, really messes with them. I'm sorry, that show, do I cover it on my channel? Yeah, but it needs a lot of help, and unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get it.
And I have to say, like, for frick's sake, with Alicia Clark, right? Look, I don't hate this character, but I'm just saying, even if they killed her, no death on Fear could hurt more than John Dory for me. Like, that death freaking destroyed me emotionally. Like, it would be sad to see Alicia go, but like I said, no death could sadden me or enrage me more than John, personally. So, like, except for obviously maybe Dwight or Morgan, but like, though I'd be sad to see Alicia go, like, nothing really, it wouldn't piss me off as John. Like, the damage is already done on my end, and like, Fear Season 7, like, it's been so uninteresting, it's been so bland. Like, it's had, I guess, 3 and 6, which have been good episodes, but Fear Season 7, here's the thing, it's so boring and uninteresting that, no joke, I might get hate for saying this, I prefer Season 2 of World Beyond more than Season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead. That's how much it's gone to. World Beyond Season 2, not perfect, but it has just a more kind of interesting plot. It has Jadis. It has ties to the greater universe of the show. We have some characters that have been really interesting, like freaking Silas, Jennifer, freaking Jadis, of course. Like, these are 3 characters that have been really interesting. And I would say, Fear has Morgan and stuff, but I don't know. I've not been a fan of Morgan in Season 7. I'm sorry. Besides maybe him blowing up the CRM soldiers. So I'm just saying, like, this isn't as much of a praise for World Beyond as it is a way to, praise World Beyond, as it is a way to show how pathetic Fear Season 7 is when it's getting beat out by a freaking show about teen characters.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Megamatt, do you think Fear the Walking Dead reboot series will be better than Fear the Walking Dead TV series version? I'll have to see it first to judge it, but it's not too hard to beat Ian and Andy, so...
Yeah, honestly, just keep some characters alive, just have some interesting plot, don't do the most stupid shit, and honestly, I mean, I'm just saying, like, Dan, you wrote, like, a really, like, brilliant 8 episodes of Fear rewrites, so...
Thanks, dude.
You managed to, like, condense, like, all that. I mean, you freaking condensed 4B into 1 fucking episode.
Dude, he condensed 4B and all of Season 5 into a half season.
Well, like I said before, and this is all I can really say about that, is just like, that just shows how bad those seasons were. Like I said, I tried to take everything that was good in those seasons, condense those into 8 episodes, meanwhile bring back a godforsaken character that they should have had in the darn show to begin with, and should have had him come back as Proctor John. So, obviously that character, if you guys have watched it, you'll know that I was pissed that character was even just disappeared to begin with. So, yeah, we brought him back as well.
He's an interesting character. I am sorry, but Fear the Walking Dead TV series version was doomed because Alicia didn't carry his loaded Kaz as the main character in another show called The Lost Flowers of Alice Heart. Now, here's the thing, obviously, though it's definitely alarming, it wouldn't be the first time that a major actor on one of the Walking Dead shows had to juggle being a series lead on a show and still makes time for The Walking Dead. And more depends on, I guess, the filming schedule for these shows. Like, okay, if this series is obviously filming at the same time as freaking Fear, maybe that's cause for alarm, but it looks like they're filming at completely different times. I don't see it being too much of an issue for Alicia. But at the same time, you can tell, like, especially in, like, freaking 614, that actress does not want to be there.
No.
She wants off bad.
I hate to say, I cannot blame her.
No.
Dan Fear the Walking Dead rewrites is way better than Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, who said that?
Walker Dead.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. And, well, I mean, I guess it's a good time to also just say, man, like, I love seeing your theories. I love seeing your predictions and your reviews, not only for Fear, but for the main show rewrites as well, too, dude. So, appreciate all the theories and videos you make on that as well.
I think that's where we should close the questions.
Yep, I was actually about to say that. And that is it for the fan chat segment, guys. And this is the last thing I'm going to be revealing tonight. It's something that no one else in the community knows yet, except for myself. And it's something I've been waiting to reveal for a little while now. And, well, you guys probably like, alright, what is it, Matt? Well, here we go, guys. I'm going to be revealing two things here. One is that, man, I'm doing a feature-length film. I am doing a feature-length film. I cannot say what it is. I cannot say what the title is or any characters yet. It's in very, very early production. And this is the only tease I'm going to be giving out for this film, guys. And I will let you piece the puzzle together as time goes on. All I'll just say is Crimeverse. And that is the last reveal of the night, guys. That's all I can really say about the film. But before I wrap up the stream, what are some theories on that?
Wow. Is this going to be like on Minecraft? Is this going to be something you're going to have acted, or is that something you're still working out?
I cannot say.
Man, well, you know, you're leaving me on a point where I really have no idea. But I will say, I do think this will be connected to one of your shows. Which one? Honestly, I'm not even gonna take a guess on that. Because honestly, any chances, like, it's a 50-50 chance, I'd say. But man, whatever this is, yeah, wow.
Well, we have 4 fucking movies. Jesus Christ.
Community's moving up.
The community is now moving to movies now, boys.
Man, movies, freaking, yeah, we're showrunner community. Yeah, we have shows. We have shows. We have podcasts, and now we have fucking movies. We are expanding, and we are gonna take over. We are gonna be the biggest community ever at this one day.
My goodness.
Have a good night, Walker Dead.
Have a good night, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for much more community stuff coming up very soon, guys.
Of course, appreciate you all of you showing up. It was great to give information on our shows, and of course, thank you for showing up to another edition of the Community Live, and we'll see you guys, and I guess whenever we do another Community Live in the next few months.
Yep. Have a good night, guys. I thank you all for coming to the stream, listening to us talk about our shows, chatting with you guys. I always enjoy doing this. The community lives have a special place in my heart. It's where we all get to come together as a community and just talk shows, talk writing, talk about the things we love. And yeah, guys, the next community live will be sometime in February. And well, that's it for tonight, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one.